dumb, Mom, but it just drives me crazy, which is in the city you do this and in the city we do that. Just like that stupid old city so much, why doesn't he just stay there?
Dash, you know I promised his mother months ago that Jess could spend his vacation with us. You knew that. Why didn't you say anything before?
I don't know, Mom. I must have been delirious from my broken leg or something.
I guess you must have been. But you know what? It's too late to complain now because the ferry's gonna be here in a minute. Oh, honey. It's only for 2 weeks. You survived your broken leg. I'm sure you'll survive your cousin's visit.
It's practically the same thing.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the store before the ferry gets here. You okay?
Sure.
That's wonderful, dear. You've captured him perfectly. That stiff, almost military bearing. Marvelous.
Thank you.
Exaggerated just enough without being mean. A charming caricature. Very skillful indeed. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Blanche Guizot. Guizot. It's French. And you're?
Darcy Littlewood, but they call me Dash.
Dash. Now, why couldn't I have had a nickname like that when I was young? My father used to call me Bonbon. Isn't that silly? I used to beg him not to, but... Well, there's the boat. Have to go. My lawyer's on it. Bye-bye. Oh, come visit me, dear, and bring some of your artwork. I'm staying at the Driftwood. Do you know it? It's my family's cottage, out near the lighthouse. Can you imagine? It's been empty all these years.
Just one of the nights and she's run out of gas all alone. Out on the street when we go
Jeff! Over here! Jeff! Over here!
Hey, Dash. How you doing, kid? Long time no see.
Oh, pretty good, kid. Except for this.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Guess I'll have to show you the right way to climb a tree.
First, I'll have to show you how to recognize one.
Man, this place is the pits. I don't know what I'm gonna do here for 2 whole weeks.
I know exactly how you feel. He's our lawyer?
That guy's a lawyer? Looks like he needs a lawyer. You should have seen him on the ferry. Sat like this the whole way over. Hang on.
Hey, slow down! Wait! My mom's in there.
Oh. She's talking. Said first to go home and for you to stay off your leg. You still drawing, huh? Hey, that's not bad. That's just how that guy looks. The way he's standing, too. His elbows and everything. Sure hate to bump into him on a dark night. Wouldn't you?
Come on. Does somebody want you to meet on the way home? Hi, Mr. O'Brien.
Dash, how's my girl? You got the cast off, I see.
Mr. O'Brien, this is my cousin Jess, the one I told you about.
Oh, yeah. City boy. Hello there, Jess.
Hi.
Know anything about fish, Jess?
Sure, I used to go to the aquarium all the time.
The aquarium?
Not quite the same thing, Jess. But never mind, we'll show you a thing or two.
Mr. O'Brien promised to take us out in his boat sometime during the vacation.
Tomorrow, if you like. I got no fishing party scheduled. How about 7 o'clock?
Sure, we'll be there.
Well, now I'll be. What's Blanche Prudhomme doing back on the island?
She told me her name was Kizo.
Never thought I'd see her again. Something mighty strange going on around here.
Okay, good enough. And I am going back to this typewriter because my article is due on Thursday.
I thought this was supposed to be a vacation, Mom.
It is, honey, it is. But hey, this is a big break for me, right? Working for a paper again. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hey, close the windows. Close the windows.
Mom,
hurry up.
it's not raining.
Jess Porter. What is going on?
My new tape recorder. I recorded a storm on it. Pretty good, huh?
Terrific. It's terrific. But could I have a little clear weather just for a while? I really need to get some work done, please. Okay?
What else have you got on there?
Oh, I record all kinds of things. Subways, police sirens. Listen to this one I got at the zoo.
It's all right, Bark.
Bark? Your dog's name is Bark?
Yeah, and when we really wanted to bark, we just say, bark, bark. Look, Jess, what a beautiful yacht.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I want to record the surf.
Hey, they must have just rented that place. I never noticed a light there before.
Did you see the way he's standing? Just like that guy we saw this morning at the docks. You don't think he could be the same guy, do you?
It's dark. You're seeing things. That guy had black hair and a big bushy beard, and this guy's a blonde.
Maybe. But I've never seen anyone stand like that before. All of a sudden, there are two of them.
He's going surfing at night? And it's so cold. He'll freeze to death even though he is wearing a wetsuit.
You sure do get some kooks out here, don't you?
We certainly do.
Let's go take a look at that sketch you did this morning. I knew it! He's standing the same as that surfer.
It could be, but remember, we saw the surfer at night.
It's the same guy, I'm positive. The guy at the ferry was wearing a disguise.
A disguise? Why would he do that?
I don't know, maybe he's a crook or something.
Easy now. This isn't the city. It's a nice, quiet island where nothing bad ever happens.
Did you hear that? It sounded like somebody yelling. Maybe that surfer.
It was probably a seagull. There are millions of them around here.
I don't know about this place.
Come on, let's go to bed. We have to get up in the morning to go fishing at 7 a.m., remember?
I only hope the fish are awake that early.
Hey, where's the boat? He wouldn't leave without us. Look, there it is. Hey, what's going on? Where's Mr. O'Brien? Sergeant Hawkins! Sergeant Hawkins! Sergeant Hawkins, I'm a friend of Mr. O'Brien. What happened?
Well, looks like there's been some kind of accident. Near as we can tell, Mike was out fishing by himself last night up by Sandy Cove.
Sandy Cove? That's where I live.
Well, we figure he was standing over there. He, must have had a dizzy spell or something and fell overboard. The only thing that makes sense right now, at least until we turn up some evidence to the contrary.
Let's go take a look.
All right, now, stay away from the boat.
But, officer, there's something strange.
Now, look, I know you're upset, but I can't have you interfering here. This is police work. Now, you kids just keep out of the way before you get hurt.
Jess, listen.
What?
Whatever happened to Mr. O'Brien was no accident.
Dash, what are you talking about?
I don't think Mr. O'Brien fell overboard. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't think he was alone on that boat. Look, I'll show you why. Okay, first, the rod they found in the rod holder. It's a spinning rod. It's from fishing from the beach or in the bay. When Mr. O'Brien goes fishing in the ocean, he uses a heavyweight trolling rod, like this one. But somebody didn't know that, and they planted the wrong rod.
They all look the same to me.
Okay, look at these two pictures. See anything funny?
Yeah, that red thing around his neck.
No, that's just his good luck bandana. He always wears it. I'm talking about the bait buckets. When Mr. O'Brien goes fishing, he always keeps the bait bucket in the back, where it'll be handy. But here, it's in the front of the boat. And when I looked in the bucket today, it was empty. He wouldn't go fishing without bait.
And I just thought of something else. Remember last night when I thought I heard someone yelling? They found Mr. O'Brien's boat up here. Maybe that was him calling for help. Maybe he's out there right now, kidnapped.
Oh, Jess.
Let's go tell Sergeant Hawkins.
He'd never take us seriously. Not unless we had some real solid evidence to give him. We have to do a little investigating on our own.
Where do we look for clues, and what do we do if we find them?
We'll use logic, the way Mom does when she's investigating a news story.
Logic? Is that like algebra?
No, logic's easy. It's just a way of figuring things out, step by step.
Okay, Inspector, where do we start?
Well, how about that surfer we saw last night? Maybe he saw something.
Yeah, but how do we know if we can trust him? Maybe he's involved in this somehow.
Well, then let's find out who he really is. George might know.
George?
What do you want to know for?
Well, we saw him coming out of the house next door, and he was acting kind of strange.
Don't worry about it. It's just Dan Alexander. He always used to rent a place at Duck Pond. Moved up here because the surfing's better, okay?
He surfs at night?
So? Guy likes to surf. Watch it. £30 can do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Did it hit your toe?
It's okay. I got 9 left. Maybe 8. Come on.
Well, bye, George. Thanks.
Nice guy.
Yeah. Well, at least now we know the surfer's name. Dan Alexander.
Yeah, and that he used to stay at a place called Duck Pond.
Which is nothing but a bunch of old shacks. Wonder how we can afford to rent a house at the beach this time of year. Just gotta find out more about him.
Why don't we test out my idea? That he and that so-called lawyer really could be the same guy.
Well, I suppose it's possible. We've just gotta find out what happened to Mr. O'Brien, so I guess we should investigate every possibility. Like going over to Mrs. Guizot's, the lady who met him at the ferry. But we'll need an excuse. Mrs. Guizot? Mrs. Guizot?
Maybe that guy did something to her.
Dash! What a pleasant surprise. And who is this?
This is my cousin, Jess. Jess Porter.
How do you do, Jess Porter?
I came to give you this. I made it yesterday.
It's positively uncanny, Dash. How you can capture so much in so few lines. Thank you. I'll treasure it. Oh, I don't believe you've met my lawyer. Dash, Jess, this is Jason Herrick. Look, Jason, isn't this wonderful? Dash drew it while we were talking down at the ferry.
Oh, no. I didn't do it then. I did it before. while you were waiting for the boat.
But you were looking right in our direction while you were sketching. Who were you drawing then, my dear?
Oh, well, nobody really. You know, just, whatever caught my eye.
But you draw people so well. You're so clever at capturing a person's most unique, most recognizable feature. Aren't you, dear? You must both come into the house and tell us all about your other work.
No, I think we should be going. Come on, Bark. Goodbye.
Goodbye, dear. I know we'll see each other again very soon.
I wish I could follow him when he gets back to shore. This dumb leg. Hey, Jess, you could do it.
Me?
Well, what'd you find out?
That thing he's carrying, it's a scuba tank.
A scuba tank. He must be diving for something. But what?
A sunken boat? Maybe treasure of some kind? Maybe pirate treasure.
Wait a minute. There are stories of pirate ships being sunk off the tip of the island.
That's it then. Listen to this idea. O'Brien was out fishing one day, and he came upon Alexander diving for the pirate treasure. What did Alexander do? Got rid of O'Brien.
Great, but there's nothing to back it up. Still, it is possible. And we could go to the library tomorrow to check out the story about the pirate ship.
Shh! Look! George. Maybe he's involved in this too.
Gizzy and George. Yeah. And he sure didn't want to tell us anything about Alexander. But we still can't...
Uh-oh, hide the books.
So, you must be Dash's mother. Is she in?
I'm Audrey. No, she isn't. As a matter of fact, I don't even know where she is. I don't know when she's going to come back.
Oh, dear. And I've come all this way to look at some of her wonderful drawings.
She is good, isn't she?
I'm so interested in young talent. It wouldn't be possible to take just the tiniest peek at some of her work, would it?
Just a tiny peek? Help yourself. It's right around the corner. I'm sorry, I've just got to run.
Nope. They all said the same thing. Maybe pirate ships went down off the island. And if they did, it was clear over at Barrington Reef. Nowhere near Sandy Cove.
Guess that shoots that theory.
Well, he's diving for something. And if we're gonna find out what happened to Mr. O'Brien, we've got to find out what it is. Oh, no. Look, Jess.
What happened? It's a mess.
Mom! Mom!
Ah, your friend really left things in a mess, didn't she?
Who?
Lisa. She dropped by to see you and to look at your work, and I was so busy I just told her to go ahead and look through it. Oh, I didn't think you'd mind. Well, I suppose I should have stayed with her, huh? Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. The sketch of Herrick, it's gone.
Oh, man, Gizzy swiped the evidence. You still think she's innocent?
But she seems so nice.
Yeah, I bet a lot of crooks seem nice. That's how they get away with so much.
Well, at least now we know who we're dealing with. And we have got a few new clues.
They had everything Aunt Audrey wanted except broccoli. This doesn't bother me at all. I got strawberry licorice instead.
Good substitute.
Look, there goes Herrick toward the ferry.
Look who's with him. Is she crazy or something? Coming over here after what she did?
Hello. How nice to see you both. Dash, I'm a thief. Oh, yes, I am. I suppose your mother told you I'd dropped by and looked at some of your drawings. Well, when I saw that wonderful sketch of Mr. Herrick, I simply had to have it. Please forgive me and accept this for it.
$20? Oh, no, Mrs. Gizzo, I couldn't. The sketch, it isn't worth anything.
On the contrary. Now take the money. You're a gifted artist. You must value your work. Ta-ta. I'm going to see if this restaurant's as good for lunch as it is for dinner. I eat here every night. Too lazy to cook.
Man, she's crafty, all right. Stealing the sketch and then giving you the $20 to throw you off the track.
I suppose you're right. You've got to find out more about her, Jess.
All right, by me. But how?
Well, what if we went to her house and looked around? Maybe we could see something through the windows. Hey, she's out having lunch, and Herrick's gone. Let's go now.
In broad daylight? Are you nuts?
Well, tonight then, when she's out having dinner.
Darn. I wish Dan Alexander hadn't gotten back so fast.
Maybe he never left. Maybe he's not Herrick after all.
Says you. Anyhow, he's definitely in for the night.
Yeah, this could be the best chance we ever get. Mark, slow down. Come on, Bart. Bart, come back here. Oh, no. Mark, you come back here, you dumb dog. Oh. Mark. Mark. Mark.
Jess, I won't hear of it. I won't take the money back.
Well, have some more dessert.
Bark, would you come back here? Bark.
Don't you want some more coffee?
Bark, you in here? Bark. Bark? So, there is no lawyer. It's just a disguise. Eric's suitcase. Dan Alexander's mask. Jess could be right.
Who's there?
Come on, Bark.
Dash, I came to warn you. She's coming back.
Jess, you're gonna give me a heart attack yet. She's already here. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah. That's...
Ow. So you were right. Eric and Alexander are the same person. Got it.
Are you crazy? It's the middle of the night.
Here, look. See? It's like a diary of everything that's happened so far, only in cartoons instead of words.
So?
Just look. This is the first day, where Mrs. Gizzo's at the ferry meeting Herrick.
Who's definitely, positively Dan Alexander, the Midnight Surfer, in disguise.
Right. Now look at this. Here's where it all starts coming together. On the dock, where Mr. O'Brien sees Mrs. Gizzo.
Yeah, I remember. And that same night, he disappeared from his boat.
And the fishing pole and bait bucket prove somebody was on the boat with him. Probably someone who wanted to keep him quiet.
Someone connected with Gizzy, I'll bet you anything. But what do you think Mr. O'Brien knew?
Hey! What's that? Over by that piece of wood!
Just an old life vest.
Wait! What's that red thing on it? Bring it here, Jess.
It's all faded. It's got oil all over it.
Yes, but it's the same kind of bandana Mr. O'Brien wears around his neck.
Is Mr. O'Brien's life vest?
No, only his orange. Hey, can you make this out?
O-S-P-I-N. Ospin? Doesn't mean anything. Say, if that is his bandana, who do you think tied it there? Him?
Maybe, but I don't know why or where he got this vest from.
Get back, he's coming.
Wait a minute. Come with me, Jess. I knew it. That yacht was out there the first night we saw Alexander. We saw it just as the spotlight went on. See? I started to draw it, and now the light's on again.
The lights must be some kind of signal. They put them on when they're ready for each other.
But what could Alexander have to do with the yacht?
Maybe he dives from there and brings up stuff for him.
Well, why would he have to do that when they can have a diver right on the boat? We've got to get a closer look, dangerous or not.
You know, if he didn't have that tank, we'd still think he was only an ordinary surfer.
That is dumb, isn't it? Why doesn't he just leave it on the boat with his mask and flippers and stuff? He isn't diving. He never has that stuff when he goes out. And come to think of it, when we see him leave, he doesn't even have the tank. Did you see him lift that tank? George, those things weigh 30 pounds. What if the tank's a fake? What if it's hollow inside and waterproof? And he's carrying something in there?
It'd have to be small, but evil things usually are small. Drugs, deadly germs, secret microfilm.
Oh my gosh, Jess. This could be a whole giant smuggling operation. The guy in the boat gives Alexander the tank. He takes it back to shore, and when the coast is clear, he takes it off the island.
Or him or Gizzy. Maybe even George. I bet he's part of the gang.
And you know who else it could be? Herrick.
That's it. That's the reason for the disguise. And that's why he carries that suitcase. He takes the loot off the island.
And I bet Mr. O'Brien knew all about it. Let's go to his boat first thing in the morning.
Here he comes.
Ever see British stamps before? It's from his friend Gerald Hardwick in London. Says he's enclosed an article about some artists from here. Some guy whose paintings were stolen from some museum in London. Jess, look at this. Look, it's one of the stolen paintings. It's called Bon Bon at Sunset. And Mrs. Guissot said her nickname used to be Bon Bon.
You mean that's Gizbones?
Same exact lighthouse, same beach. It must have been painted right from this spot.
Yeah, it is the same. Valuable paintings stolen from British Art Museum. The entire collection of the late renowned artist Roger Prudhomme.
Prudhomme. That's what Mr. O'Brien called Mrs. Guizot. And that's the name of that painting I saw in her living room, too. There must be some connection.
Paintings. They're worth a lot of money. They don't weigh much.
And if you roll them up, wouldn't they fit inside a hollow scuba tank?
Yeah. Remember what Mr. O'Brien said when he saw Gizbones? Something strange is going on around here. He knew from this clipping about the paintings being stolen. And then he saw Giz.
We have to find out more about Prudhomme and his connection with Mrs. Guizot.
Well, if he used the paint on Fire Island, someone around here must remember him.
Hey, maybe old Mr. Thompson. If anybody would know, he would. But I dread going to his place.
Man, this really is the middle of nowhere. Mr. Thompson?
What do you want?
Mr. Thompson?
Ah, what's so important that brings you all the way out here?
Well, it's about an artist who worked here on the island a very long time ago. A man named Prudhomme.
Prudhomme? Prudhomme? Roger Prudhomme?
Yes, that's right. Did you know him?
Certainly I knew. Everyone knew Roger and Blanche.
Blanche?
His daughter. She married some Frenchman, Guizot, I think his name was.
Blanche Guizot? She's his daughter?
That's right. Well, you know her?
Well, we've seen her on the island.
Hey, don't say. Huh. I never thought she'd turn up here again. Not after that scandal.
What scandal, Mr. Thompson?
Well, you see, when Roger died, that's 15 or 20 years ago, he willed all of his paintings to some museum in London. Every last one of them. Oh, Blanche was furious. She said by rights they belonged to her. She fought it, of course. She spent a fortune on lawyers. But, well, finally she lost. Well, she was stubborn now, Blanche was. She swore that someday she was going to get those paintings back. Well, then she and Pierre just sailed away in that big yacht of his. What do you call it? The Josephine. Huh? Never saw him again.
Who's Pierre?
Pierre Guizot, her husband. Why, isn't he with her?
Well, we haven't met him yet. But anyway, I think it's time we should be going, Mr. Thompson. Thank you for all your help.
Oh, well, rather enjoyed it. I haven't talked this much in years.
Doesn't seem to be any doubt about it now. Paintings are smuggling.
Yeah, we have a pretty good idea who's out there on that yacht, too. Mr. Pierre Guizot.
Yeah, out there on the, what was it? The Josephine. Joseph. Just hand me that vest. J E H E.
Josephine, that's for the smuggler's yacht.
And this bandana? It really could be Mr. O'Brien.
It all makes sense. They kidnapped Mr. O'Brien because he knew too much. And then he threw out this life vest with a bandana tied onto it, hoping someone would find it and rescue him.
That's it, Jess. All we need now is a way of proving it to the police.
Isn't all this proof enough?
Not the kind they need. Before they can go charging after someone's yacht, they have to have proof that a crime has been committed.
Yeah, but the only proof is the scuba tank with a stolen painting in it.
That's exactly what we need. I can only figure out a way of sneaking into Alexander's house and stealing a
I'm
tank.
too young to die.
The only time he ever lets the tank out of his sight is when he comes out of the water. He puts the tank down for a few seconds, picks up the surfboard, and then picks up the tank again.
What we need is a giant magnet. He puts down the tank, and we go...
Suppose he could be hiding, and then when he comes back, one of us jumps out to distract him, and then the other could... No, it wouldn't work. I still can't run.
Hey, Dash, I've got a great idea. It's all set.
Jess, are you sure you want to go through with it? It's going to be awful dangerous.
I want to find Mr. O'Brien, too.
Okay, but first sign of trouble, I'm calling the police.
My guest.
out there. Dan Alexander, Sergeant. He was chasing this kid. I don't know why.
Stole my tank, that's why.
You steal his tank?
Wait, let me explain. It's a fake tank with a stolen painting in it.
It's true, just like I told you. It's a smuggling ring. And they've kidnapped Mr. O'Brien. And they've got him out there on their yacht. And Mrs. Grisot is the head of it.
Thought I told you two kids to stay out of this.
But we have proof.
Where?
In the tank!
Kid is nuts. You give me that tank.
Yeah, let me see that.
Sergeant, they are the same.
Okay. Put them in cuffs.
I told you this was crazy from day one.
Those paintings are part of me. I love them, and why talk to you? You don't understand anything except money.
Mr. O'Brien.
Mr. O'Brien! Mr. O'Brien!
Glad to see you. Yeah, you too.
These two kids saved your life, Mike. They deserve a lot of credit.
Oh, I think they're gonna get more than credit. Heard them say on the yacht, the London Museum is offering a reward for those paintings.
A reward?
Mom! What are you doing here?
Paper sent me down to report on something about some smugglers or something. What are you two doing here?
We just helped capture the smugglers.
Yeah, right.
Do you want an exclusive interview? I hope you put this on with your editor.
Maybe at dinner.
Okay.
Come on now, you two. Let's go catch us some fish.